spins.
You almost got it. Snips.
Ah.
Snippy. Get it right?
Did you start it again and I didn't know?
I did.
Yeah.
Come collect. Come straight.
Come on me.
Or don't.
You need somebody to come on. Come
on
me.
down. Come on down.
ComeOnMe.com.
What if someone came to you and was like, Will,
I
get it. You were on YouTube and you were pretty successful at that. But I have an opportunity for you that is way easier. All you got to do is show up and close your eyes.
All right.
And this opportunity is you just get came on.
Came on. Okay.
Yeah. Is it came on or
I'm
come
the one
on?
that gets come to.
Yeah, you get the came happening to you. I think it's came on.
I thought you were gonna say no. I want this story better. This is how I want this to go.
But you get $400,000 a year.
How many times?
You gotta work 8 hours a week.
Nah, this is how I want that to go.
8 hours a week. That's an hour a day.
This is how this needs to happen. It's okay, Daren. So you know everybody love you. You're a great guy. Made some chill songs. But what if I told you it gets easier? This guy comes up to you and he tells you, all you got to do is come on me.
I got to come on him. Interesting.
$400,000 a year.
Just once?
Like 8 times.
8 times.
Like sometimes it could be twice in the same month, but it's really
100% I would do that.
You would?
That's so easy. Yeah. Do I have to get off by him?
No, but you got to be making eye contact when you actually do the act.
Wow. Can I use material?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do. He's going to put some headphones on. It's not like he's tripping.
Then why would I say no to this? In what world can I say no to this?
Shit. I mean, sometimes it's hard to do that.
Yeah, but I mean, for $400,000, I can do a lot with $400,000.
That's true.
I could change a couple lives.
That's true. I've never had $400,000 in my bank account.
How much would you donate?
Like what? 0.2%.
I was watching a show today, and on the show,
nobody would say that.
I was watching a show today, and on the show, this guy was at a coffee shop, and the girl above him was like trying to find her wallet. You know, she was doing the move, and he's like, "Oh, I got that for you," and he bought it for her. It was like $4.50 or something. I was like, I would never do that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I would never. Like, I don't know. Does that make me bad? Does that make me a bad
you're
person?
not a bad person, but I totally feel you on that. Like, I like in my public life, I try to stay as private as possible. Like, I don't want you to buy me shit like that whole, the gentleman across the table brought you a drink. Like,
compliments of the gentleman across the way.
Just don't.
But what if it was like the girl of your dreams that did that for you? And you were just like at the bar. You didn't even know that she was there. Yeah. But the bartender comes up to you and is like, compliments of the girl across the way.
And she's like the one.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
what's your move? Do you go say hi or do you just like take the shot and leave?
I think you drink the whole drink and then you go talk to him.
While making eye contact.
While making eye contact the whole time.
Wow.
I had an interesting weekend.
Oh, yeah? Good segue.
Yeah. I did something that I never would have seen myself doing. But so it was that wedding. Remember that I was telling you about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How'd that go?
First girl I ever liked, Fabiola.
Shout out to Fabiola.
She got married. Yeah. She was the straight A student. I met her in 6th grade.
Hispanic?
Yeah, she is Latino. She is, she's always the smartest girl in school. Always had a 4.0. Wow. Always, like, since forever.
And that was real turn on for you when you were younger.
Yeah, And then she went to UC Berkeley and absolutely nailed that. And now she's gonna go back to school again.
Wow.
And so her wedding was this weekend. But like, obviously, you know, I'm just super salty. The whole
are
time.
You?
Oh yeah, like they had it in a beautiful church. Oh God,
I saw your Instagram story. I've never seen a church like that.
Me either, dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
that was like goddamn. What's the church?
Sistine Chapel or something, right?
That was incredible.
It was absolutely beautiful.
Are they
to
a
be
rich
in there.
family?
No, these are people they're from Richmond. This
wow.
is no. I was like they really went there for this.
Damn, churches go all out there.
This was all the way in San Jose. So.
Okay, where the fuck that's at? They go. Oh, that's in the Bay as well, right?
See, that's what people say. They're like the San Jose. Some people from the Bay would be like San Jose ain't the Bay, but people in San Jose be like, we are the Bay.
Oh, really?
We on the same radio station.
But it's not the Bay?
I mean, it depends on who you ask. To me, personally, that was the first time I had been in San Jose, like, just in the city.
Is it dangerous?
Oh, no, San Jose is great. San Jose is
really?
Beautiful. Yeah, it's actually really nice. But,
okay.
Yeah, it's like a small little city right outside the Bay. But so it's dope.
So you were salty? You were at the church?
Yeah. It was a really beautiful
you went
ceremony.
Solo?
Yeah, I went by myself.
How'd you dress?
You know what? Like, what's funny is like I kind of just get to dress like myself. I just wore my clothes, like a button up, and tucked it into my pants, my blue pants.
Oh,
and I was like, I get to just dress like myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a good time. It's super weird because people from the Bay, they're like, they think that I'm like popular. And I'm like, in LA, like what?
That's what happens when you go home.
Yeah, when you go home, people like they think I'm popular. Like, no. In LA, it's ordinary.
Yeah.
I ain't shit around here.
Yeah. When I go home, they call me Mr. Hollywood, and I hate it. I'm like, I'm nowhere near it.
Yeah.
I might live near the city, but that's about it. I fucking hate it. So what did you do that
but it's
you
so
never,
nice.
You said you did something that you
oh God. So I mean, long story short, I mean, at the reception, it was just
you came on the groom.
I came on the groom. No, dude, like I went into the bathroom with him at the same time, and he was in the stall, and I just came.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's something to remember.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good time. I had a really good time. I feel like I had an anecdote that I wanted to share, but I forgot.
Did you do a dance with Fabiola?
No, they had this thing where you can go give the bride or groom some money, and then you get to dance with them.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's like a thing that people do. Like they play a song, and then they get a whole bunch of money, and they pin it to themselves. I don't know why I didn't do it.
Like pin a tail on the donkey, but dancing?
Yeah,
and
then you just dance with them for like 20 minutes. Yeah,
I've never heard of this.
Yeah,
Wow.
No, I've seen it before. Yeah, people do that. Yeah,
I guess I haven't been to a lot of weddings, but that seems.
Yeah.
Is it to like? Is it like a wedding present? Is that what that's supposed to be? Why are you paying them?
Yeah, it's like a wedding present. I think they actually they didn't want like wedding gifts. They were like, we're trying to get a house. So
wow.
It was actually kind of beautiful. I'm like, man, I wish I was in this spot.
And you missed that opportunity to do that?
Yeah, I know, I really did. Yeah, I feel so bad about that.
You guys scared?
No, I just forgot my wallet at home, to be completely honest with you.
You should ask if they took. Oh wait, you drove all the way to the bay without your wallet?
No, I left it at my house.
Oh,
yeah, because
wow.
Jose drove me because he was like, Jose, my best friend of life. He was like, you need to get drunk at this one, and he was so he was like, I'll be the designated driver. I don't know why he's been trying to tempt me into stuff.
Did you?
Yeah, kinda.
Wow.
I mean, I still have never been drunk, but I'd say this is the closest I've ever gotten.
Drinking?
I only drink wine, so I was like, I'm just drink. Every table had 2 glasses of wine, so I was like, I'm just keep drinking this, and Jose kept pouring into the cup. He was like,
how many did you have?
Maybe like 3 or 4 glasses.
Oh, in the span of how much time?
Maybe 2 or 3 hours.
Okay.
And then I'm not gonna say who, but I had this friend. He came in. He was dressed beautiful. Like he had on some khaki pants, brown belt, brown shoes, white shirt, gold chain around his neck, beautiful watch, and he had this beautiful bag.
I know this person?
No.
Oh,
This is my friend. And he had this beautiful bag with him. It was like, like a man purse. And I was like, dude, friend, that's a good bag. He was like, I'll order one for you.
Oh, really?
I was like, wow, he's got the moves.
Do you think he's going to?
Maybe.
That would be so smooth. And one
right?
day, like, it just shows up at your house.
Right? I was like, how'd you get my address?
Damn.
But then he left for a minute and he came back.
With another bag.
No, the same bag. And it was a little chunky. And I was like, hey, friend, where you been at? And it turns out he went to the dollar store and he bought a bottle of Hennessy.
Wait, what? In the middle of the wedding?
Yeah.
And he left and went to go get alcohol?
Yeah,
I didn't even know you can get alcohol at the dollar store.
You can. It turns out
in Richmond
you
or San Jose, you can.
You can. So then he
you drank some.
He poured a little into a cup, and he was like, drink some, Will. And I was like, absolutely not. I was like, I know what this is, and I do not want this at all.
Right.
And I was like, I'm gonna just smell it. So I smelled it, and of course, it smelled terrible.
And
it was the tiniest amount.
I've
and he
never
was
had
like,
Hennessy.
Yeah, right, exactly. And then he poured some Coke into there. I was like, oh, this is one of those alcohols you need with soda, because that's what people do. Like people drink.
You mix it. I don't know about Hennessy, but I know.
And then he said it is not, and I was like, really? Because it smells like terrible. I was like, well, whatever. But he poured it in there, and I was still like, no, I don't want to do it. And then I went out and danced, and I was like, and everybody was like laughing about my dancing, and I just like, I don't know. I think it's because I'm black.
That they laugh at you?
Yeah, like people like usually think that I'm a good dancer, and it's like I think I just try.
You got some rhythm.
A little bit of rhythm, and I think I'm just.
But
really...
I mean, you do dances that are like, well, we're gonna laugh at this.
Yeah.
Like, what's that one that you did?
Oh, the pump. I already know.
What does it look like? Just demonstrate it for me.
Oh goodness.
Just give me. All right, so Will's standing up, and he's clapping. Okay, yeah. So it's like. Hands are together, and it's like a pelvic thrust.
Yeah.
While the hands go down.
Damn,
Yes,
I don't remember.
That's clear.
It is funny, huh?
That's a funny move.
Damn, I don't remember where I came up with that, but I was like, no, it was at Coachella. I was like, this is it. This is the one.
That's where you brought it out?
Yeah, that's where I invented it. Or no, it might have been before that.
Do you know who was on stage?
No, and if it was, I feel like it was at that like carnival, that EDM carnival. I don't know, but that's my move. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop doing that move, or like let it go for a minute.
Is that the one that they were laughing at?
I don't know. They were just like, I think it was really just like my hip movements in general. They were like, "Oh, your hips," and I was like, "All right." Everybody's laughing at me.
It's because a lot of people don't really go for it.
Yeah, but I love dancing. So
did I tell you? Remember the last episode when we talked about dancing? And somebody hit me up on Twitter, and they're like, "Yo, I got a dance studio in L.A., but I forgot, or North Hollywood or some shit." And he's like, "You should come through." I would have to go through my mentions to find it, or if you're listening to
a dance studio,
you can tweet at me again. But he was like, "Yeah, you guys should come through."
Really?
I was like, "Yeah, hell yeah!"
I actually 100% need that for something I have my mind on right now.
I would love to do that and learn. I'm trying to be the best.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be. I texted you yesterday. Was that yesterday? 2 days ago? Whenever I texted you, and I was like, I need to be the guy now.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I just need to be the guy.
Yeah,
and I can feel it.
Yeah,
I just don't know how far it is.
Yeah,
and
I mean, that's something we've been saying for a while, yeah.
But it's different now. Before, when I was younger, when we were talking shit, I was just talking shit. But I did feel it. Like, I did see that in the future, but it seemed like something that was so far away that it was so comfortable to talk about.
It definitely did feel very far away.
And now, I don't know. I feel like I spend a lot of time alone and, like, working on music. And before, I used to look at that, like, as a bad thing. And very much like, fuck, I need to like find these producers and work out of these studios. But like we spoke about in the last episode, like I like working alone. I really like making my music how I make my music.
Yeah, I mean, you've been working on producing now, so like
and it's like I don't know. I feel like if I just
and your whirlwinds to where you were like 3 years ago. So
what
whirlwinds? Like it's much better. Like
oh yeah,
I mean, like it was not no skill, but like 3 years ago you were like, oh,
trash.
I should learn, and now you did.
Trash.
Yeah,
we could say trash.
We could say trash.
Man, I listened to my older project recently, and I don't like it.
Oh, really?
I really don't. But then I listened to my most recent one, and I was like, oh wow, this is good. You ever feel like the shit slept on? Have you ever felt that? Have you ever put something out and you're like, whether it's a song or music or video or whatever the fuck, anything that you've ever done, have you ever been like, this should have got more attention?
Every time when people be like, we tried to make a video that meant a lot, it never did super well. So yeah, I know what you mean.
You had a couple though.
I mean, plenty of them did well, but like the ones that we were like, oh, this is what we're trying to do.
Yeah, like this represents the channel or me.
Yeah, it was like those don't do well. But, YouTube selects the ones it wants to do well. But, like, in general, outside of that, too, like, there have been times where I felt like this has been slept on.
Yeah. What is that, huh?
I mean, I don't know. I think people, I don't know. I really don't know.
I think timing is everything.
Timing really is.
Yeah, Ava told me that the other day, and also I was watching an interview. Oh, did you hear it? This is related, but did you see that Future's audio engineer, his audio mixer and engineer, he passed away?
No way.
He had like a heart attack in his sleep. Apparently, Future has been. I don't know all the details. I just read a couple of interviews and things like that. Apparently, Future wouldn't record with anybody else for like the past few years. And I guess he had a heart attack in his sleep and died. But
that's absolutely crazy. I didn't see that. No.
But like that was like a part of it. That was like a core part of his team. Like, that would fucking, especially like someone like Future.
You don't expect like he's like a machine.
His vocal chain. I don't even know what the fuck is on his vocal chain. Like in Logic, like all the plugins they throw on that. I have no idea.
There's probably like 18 of them.
Imagine like what I want to hear his raw vocals so bad.
You know what? I would like to too. Yeah, I see. My friend that I record with, he records with other people, and I remember he was like on one of their files before we went to mine.
Oh, you were looking at what they had on there?
And it was like 18 like different like plugins, and I was like, man, I was like, am I not doing enough? And then I just really realized that, like, when you've been doing it for multiple years, you kind of have to like have like all these layers, I guess you could say.
How is it when you record on your own? Do you just like put the bare minimum on it because it's just like a scratch track? Like when you record in your room.
Oh, when I record in my room, well, it depends. Do you mean like when I? Wait, what do you
mean? Like the demos you send me, when you record those, do you add a bunch of plugins, or is it just
no, when I'm at home, my demos I have no plugins. Like,
really?
When I'm doing it by myself, I'm just like...
So do you understand how to use any of that, or you never learned? Or
I mean, I definitely know, like, what to do, like, because it's very similar to video editing, you know what I mean? But, like, it's more of I'm feeling that out, not thinking it. Yeah, so I will sit there with Lavelle, my technician, the person that, Lavelle lost, and we'll, like, work on it together. But yeah, like
try to get the sound you want.
Yeah, try to get the sound I want. But when I'm recording my demos at home, it's much more on I'm trying to emotionally find that thing to say.
So have you ever experienced a thing where there's a lot of things like the demo I showed you earlier, the thing where I was like, I went pop.
Yeah.
Like the way that I came in, the timing, and this, I know this might be weird for people who don't like music or make music, but the way that I came in as far as my vocal, like if that file got deleted and I had to redo it, I probably wouldn't want to do the song.
Oh,
because
really?
I don't think that I can ever recreate
that
that specific timing and tone and feeling as I did in that track.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, like, what if you did that in a demo? Wouldn't you be, like, sad?
Yeah, no. I remember a couple months ago I had to tell myself that I am always able to, like, access any of my skills. Like, I know, like, when I was younger, I'd always be like, especially when I first started writing music, I would always try to keep it exactly what I wrote the first time. And I realized that I needed to get more at, like, I needed to believe that no matter when I need to record, I need to, like
play with it, or
yeah, you need to be able to just, like, I would be so obsessed with the first way I said it or the first or second way I did something, but I had to realize that, like, that is, then you are, like, developing some type of emotion to your own. Yeah, I don't know, you gotta be able to believe that no matter when you do it, you can really pull out that genuine emotion. Like when you have the snap that we were always talking about, people who have been snapped, they know that they can do it at any
what do you
point.
mean the snap?
You know, when you, like, we talked about this before. Some artists they have the snap. Like we could say, like, 8-year-old Michael Jackson was all of a sudden one day like, I'm in this for life, and then he was able to access all of his emotional skills at once. It's really kind of sad when you get the snap, when you're like, there's no going back. I'm in this forever.
Well, I mean, yeah, definitely Michael Jackson specifically, for sure.
But
was
normal
like,
people get the snap too.
But I'm trying to think, like, you don't think that there was a session, Michael Jackson, it's a little tough, but there had to be sessions with Michael Jackson where he's just like, I'm not hitting this. I hate this either. I don't like this song, or
that
don't
doesn't
like
mean
the way it sounds.
he doesn't hit it every time. It just means you're willing to go at it until you do. Yeah. I don't think anybody was like, this is the first one I put on. And that's what I would think originally, like, that there were people who were like, the first thing I said was it. I mean, there are some people who do that, but like, you know, I think it's, you know, really good artists can really hear and see themselves, so they're willing to do it until it's right.
It's just somebody that I used to work with, and like I said, it even happens with me. It's just like, it's very particular. It's not all of them, but there every now and then there's like one vocal bar or just one way that you set a certain line, and it's just like, that's the one. I can never change that. Yeah.
I think that's why it's good to have other people in the studio with you, because like I'll be recording and my technician Lavelle will be like, and I'll feel like I flubbed something, or and he's like, you know what, that's actually good energy, and we'll keep that. And you know, I feel like when only you and yourself see the thing you're doing, you won't be able to catch those times where you emotively hit something. I want to talk about this, but the song is even out one. But you know, the one that you and I recorded, off my new tape. Like, there's just like one of my sounds is in it, and you're like, we should keep that.
Oh yeah, and that was just like wasn't it just like breathing or some shit?
And it's just, if you know me in real life, you're familiar with those sounds. But because I'm me, I would cut it out and be like, this isn't real. But like, for people who know you and your friends, they're like,
that's actually a very good point. Because you're looking at it as far as you're probably looking at it as a big picture. Like, you're looking at the song as a overall product, and I'm just looking at it as the part that I'm recording for you. And I heard something. I was like, you got to keep that.
Yeah, you like that. Yeah, exactly. So
that's why you need to get you a girl that you can kiss on that has a good ear. I'm telling you.
I agree with you.
I'm telling you. I believe this with my heart that Ava has such a good ear for music, and really a good eye too, like for, you know, music videos or just art in general. So fucking good.
I can agree with you. Yeah.
So fucking good. And like, I really like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I give her a lot of credit for like the growth that I've shown as an artist in the past, you know, 2 years. Because there'll be a lot of times where I'll write something or record something or I'll make something, and, you know, like I said, I'm doing a lot of it alone. So I'm unsure, like, to my ear, after making a beat for so long, it all sounds like just noise. You know,
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's good anymore. But like, you know, I'll show it to certain people and they'll just be like, oh yeah, it's good. Or they'll be like, nah. Yeah. Majority of the time they say the former, and that it's good, because people don't like to be 100% real. But not only is she 100% real, like, she has a good opinion. I'm telling you, get one of those, and then you can kiss them after.
And then you can kiss them too. Yeah, I mean, I've had my fair share of muses. What is very good for me, I've learned, is when you have a girl that actually don't fuck with your shit. Like,
she doesn't like it, Al?
Uh-huh,
She's
like,
no, you can do better.
Oh yeah, and I mean, that has definitely helped me develop. Because like I would make songs about her and then send her to her, and she was like, really? And I'm like, oh.
Damn.
But then you have to refine, and once you send it to them, they're like, oh, that's actually not bad. It's like, oh, thank you.
Have you ever sent it to that person and they were like, nah, that wasn't good, but you still released it? Or you were still like, nah, you know what? This time I disagree. I like it.
I mean, yeah, but I think in that specific incident, like I refined it. And yeah, I mean, like, some people, like, they can't hear the rough drafts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some people don't understand, like, this
the
is just
concept
a demo.
of a rough draft.
Yeah, they think that this is like radio ready. I'm like, no, this is just an idea.
Yeah,
I was just spitballing. But yeah, that's a really, because like demos sometimes are fucking trash.
Yeah.
But I only like to show demos to a few people.
Yeah.
Like for that exact reason.
Yeah, you have to know which people. Yeah. Yeah, and it's just, being deep in. But, like, if you asked me, like, a year ago or 2 years ago, before I knew what mixing and mastering was, like, I really couldn't tell the difference between certain songs. You would be like, this isn't mixed, and I'd be like, how do you know? But, like, now that I, like, have refined my ear, because I'm listening to shit all the time.
By the way, I got a guy.
You got a guy? Oh, yeah.
I got a new guy.
Oh, did you?
We'll talk about it.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
This is the She Didn't Text Back podcast. Hope you're doing well.
I'm William Haynes.
I'm Daren Von Gardner.
At Mr. William Haynes on Twitter. At William Haynes on Instagram.
At Daren Von Gardner on Twitter and Instagram.
So we got a lot to talk about on the show today.
Uh-huh.
That was a pretty good intro.
That was a 20-something minute intro. Yeah, if you want to send us a question, you can do that at shedidn'ttextback@gmail.com. It would also be very nice if you leave a comment on any one of the things. Maybe, hopefully, the iTunes reviews, because it helps us out. Don't really know how it does, but that's what everybody says. But it's real nice reading the positive stuff you guys leave. So thank you for that. We're going to read a question. Should I read it, Will? Or
okay.
Should I pass you the phone?
No.
This is a long one. This is from a person. It says, you can say my name is Saggy Sanchez. Last week, my girlfriend broke up with me, and I can't get over her.
Mm-hmm.
We were dating for 8 months, and I really felt like we had a solid future together.
Mm-hmm.
I should have read this first. This could be like too sad.
Okay, keep going.
We talked about running away together, getting married, having kids, and all that sappy shit.
Mm-hmm.
She said she would never leave, and look at where we're at now. I really loved her. She said she loved me too, but it seems as though she's already moved on. How do you guys get over girls, and how do you define love?
Wow, yeah.
That took me through a roller coaster.
Right? Wasn't it really?
Damn. How do you
I think about that all the time.
Think about what?
Exactly what he's talking about.
How do you move on? Is that
yeah.
exactly what you're saying?
I don't know.
How do you guys get over girls? Damn, dude, that for reals though, I can relate to that. Getting over a girl, getting over
it's
a
hard.
guy, just relationship in general, is fucking hard.
It really is.
That shit hurts.
It really is. And I've been thinking about recently, it's like, do you really get over somebody until you move on to someone else? Do those feelings ever go away?
Some people, I don't think, even if you move on, I don't think you 100% get over it. I think that there could still be resonating feelings, whether that's like resentment or, happiness or whatever it might be. Like, I feel like people that you have relationships with a long time, there's a chance that, I don't know, maybe I've been watching too much sitcoms.
Uh-huh.
But like, I don't know, I feel like
I don't believe in like over forever.
Yeah, how do you go from living your life with this one person, if that's the kind of relationship you had, and you were very close at the time, maybe you were like the closest people that you knew, or your closest relationship you had, and then all of a sudden it's over, and then it's gone, and then you just never speak again. Like, that's such a weird concept, and I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
You've seen my days.
I've seen your days.
And
You're definitely not good at it.
I'm the worst at it. It's fucking hard, man.
Yeah, I've had to deal with that a lot. You know, what I've had to deal with also is, which is so LA and so fucking shitty, is when I've had two girls that I've liked that have both like fooled around with the same musician dude who's on the radio and stuff. So that really stinks.
Wait, hold on. So
coincidentally, two girls I knew
that you kissed on, or been interested in,
kissed on
the same musician,
by coincidence
at separate times, really,
and like, and you walk up into the vegan poke bowl restaurant and you hear a song playing and you're just like,
and it's him,
and it's just like, ugh, and I'm just like, I don't know. That's something that's really gotten me.
Damn.
And that's what really, I feel like that's what really, when I don't know, that's what gets me sometimes.
When the guy's platinum.
Yeah, I know. That's what sucks. You know, when a girl doesn't like you and gets with a buster, it's like, man, all right, whatever. But when she gets with somebody dope, it's like, ugh.
Yeah, that is always the thing that people always talk about. It's like who downgraded and who upgraded, which is like horrible to think about, but it's true.
But truthfully, like I know, like I built with myself. Like I spent my time alone and gave that energy back to myself. Not, you know.
Yeah, love yourself.
Yeah, I know a lot about self-love. So, you know, I don't think that, you know, there's no winner or loser. I might just be saying that because I'm losing.
What's interesting though is I feel like from my perspective and from my experience, when I'm the one that's like sad in the like I just got broken up with or I broke up with somebody, I feel like my friends can empathize with it. But then I feel like when they're going through it, I also can't. I can't put myself back into that feeling of how I felt.
Yeah,
like,
interesting.
How I felt when it happened to me. I understand what's going on, but I can't feel that way again because it's such like a weird. It's very. Don't they say people have died of heartbreak?
Oh yeah, heartbreak can kill you. I felt a lot of pain from it.
That seems. I don't know. Like
I think you can.
I'm sure you can, but do you think it's 100% just heartbreak, or is it like they were old and they had a weak heart already?
Yeah.
And like the heartbreak made them give up, and then they died. Or like,
I just think like
can a 23-year-old? You're 23, right?
Yeah.
Can a 23-year-old healthy average person die from heartbreak?
You know, I'm sure there are rare instances.
You just croaked over and just died.
I would love to do that to a girl.
Damn.
I would love to just die. Like that would be.
How would you know
funny.
though?
That's the thing about the joke.
You're saying you wish that you would be the one that died?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying you wish a girl would die.
No, hell no. That would be the worst. I'm saying I want a girl to break up with me and then I go die.
Do you write a letter? Do you write like a note saying?
No,
like,
I got unreleased songs that they're about her that they'll play.
Oh wow. Damn, demos, huh?
Demos. I'm telling y'all, when I'm dead, make something out of my scraps. I don't give a shit.
Like MJ?
Yeah, y'all got to. When somebody died, just do it.
Let him die.
I know, just let him die.
Well, if you're like a legend like MJ, let him fucking.
Just let him die.
Did he not give you enough?
I know.
Did he not give you enough?
I really don't want new albums from those people.
I really don't.
But if I'm gonna die, you might as well just do it. Like I just feel bad making stuff that just went to scraps, and I don't ever want to be alive when people hear that shit. But yeah, once I'm dead, go ahead.
The incredible thing with Michael and someone of that stature, even the demos are going to be incredible.
I know. They still go platinum. I mean, the one song that he has with Justin Timberlake, they pretty much made out of clips of him going,
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. But even the you're like, oh shit.
That's the one.
It gives you chills because it's like, oh, I'm hearing Michael do that again?
Yeah.
Fuck. How long has he been
really
dead?
Good. 2009, June 25th. So
wow.
Yeah, about 8-9 years.
Holy shit, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's different. Depending on who you are, that's a different type of experience.
I was talking to somebody. From your perspective, who would you say is still a living legend?
Oh, there's plenty.
But I don't mean like a legend to you. I mean a legend
to everybody.
Yeah, but from your perspective.
There are a few living legends that we just don't realize. And in pretty much all categories. There's like Morgan Freeman. He's a living legend.
Yeah.
Bill Nye.
Dude, have you seen the hate that Bill Nye has on the internet now?
That's what I was about to say because of the recent politics thing. It's kind of devising his
what was
like,
he?
brand.
I don't know what was he. He like went back on something that he said years ago, and then now people are on Reddit are saying like he's not an actual scientist or some shit.
Well, I think the main issue is that like he is a real person. Bill Nye is an actual person, so he'll go on Fox News, and then like he'll be on Tucker Carlson, and they'll do whatever they want to say to like describe him as the liberal elite and all this stuff. And anytime he talks about climate change, they're going to use that to try to delegitimize his brand.
Well, have you seen though that he's not an actual scientist? Have you seen these claims?
I mean, yeah, I think he's like just something else.
He has he's like fuck. I should have wrote this down. I forgot what it is, but he's not educated in the way. Fuck, I don't even know how to word this. He doesn't have a degree in whatever the fuck. And now he sounds super ignorant, but people on Reddit are like, he was on the front page because you saw the Snapchat, the girls like dancing in the elevator.
Hilarious.
So fucking funny.
Yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about, these girls were dancing, like twerking or something.
These girls went in the elevator. They were like, it was like 4 or 5 of them. They're all dancing. And they're like, woo!
and
full
then
party mode.
And then Bill Nye walks in, and it's so great.
Yeah, and then they immediately stop and go,
yeah, that was incredible. But yeah, like that was posted on the front page of Reddit. But like all the comments are just dogging him. Everyone. I was like,
On
wow.
what?
On Reddit.
Oh,
like,
just
all of the
about
comments.
other things other than
How
that?
he's not a scientist and he's a fraud and blah blah blah. I thought that was really shocking.
He's
the
a
first that
brand.
I've heard of him.
It sucks to me because I would really love for him to just live on as Bill Nye the Science Guy, but like because it's real life, he's had to involve his brand with politics. Because I'm sure he very much cares about things like climate change and he feels the need to speak up.
Right.
But because of that, he's being put to a certain side. So now the conservatives are saying that he's just a liberal. He's a liberal person only. But like before, he was Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Remember when we saw him at the stream?
Oh yes, we did.
Yeah.
And he said Sam's name.
Oh, he did say Sam's name.
Yeah, he
Wow.
read a question. Yeah, Bill Nye's a real dude. But who else is a legend?
Elton John.
Elton John is a legend. There's plenty of them.
What's Denzel Washington?
Denzel Washington.
But like when I say like Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman, they're like legends. But like I'm talking like a Michael Jackson status.
Yeah, there's no one else even
like Prince passed.
There's no one who's just at the top like that anymore.
Paul McCartney's alive. Well,
Paul McCartney,
apparently.
Apparently.
I don't know, man.
Ringo is too.
I've been looking at Ringo he's alive and well. Have you seen his Twitter?
No.
He looks fine. When he's like out hiking and running, like he's living life. And Paul McCartney looks old, but like that's why I don't think that might not be Paul McCartney. Who knows? I've seen a lot of conspiracies.
You got thoughts?
I got some thoughts on it, and I like how did his teeth change so fast? Like, Paul McCartney's teeth before were real like bad, but like I don't, in 1 year without braces, they were like real nice and shiny. And I don't like were veneers a thing then? I don't know.
That's what I was about to say. Veneers.
Were those a thing then?
In like the 60s or 70s?
Yeah, I think around that time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like was veneers popping then?
I don't know.
Does that seem like technology?
You're saying that people in the 60s and 70s just like had bad teeth and couldn't do anything about it?
No, you can get braces, but he didn't have braces in this year frame. There's like,
so you're saying he passed away and has been replaced?
Well, that's what the conspiracy is. The conspiracy is that I might have a few details wrong, but that he left this. I think it was a studio session because he had to leave. And he got in a car accident. And the people behind the Beatles camp didn't want to. They thought that it would make the world too sad if Paul McCartney died, so they hired a impersonator and just replaced him.
So this is a different dude who back then looked like him.
So yeah, like, but it's weird. There's even photos, and there's like subtle things that I'm like, I don't know, that doesn't really look like him. Now that he's aged and looking at him, I'm like, okay, I can see Paul McCartney in that.
Yeah.
But there's a couple years where it's a little fishy, and maybe that's just like I want to believe it because that's fun. But like also the Beatles poked fun at it, and there's like a lot of on the Sgt. Pepper album, like there's a lot of things that allude to that could be like some demon type Paul McCartney's dead shit. But I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's true.
Oh, man. I used to be a really big Beatles fan, and I was never... like, everybody has the Beatles era that they prefer, and mine was not the Sgt. Pepper one.
What's do you like the poppy Beatles, or do you like the psychedelic Beatles?
No, yeah, it was not the psychedelic Beatles. It was more like their last album. I think that was my favorite, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, when they were kind of just like, oh, dudes. But then again, I really did like the... there was a phase where John Lennon was just writing songs, like he always talk about it, like just like freehand, just writing anything, so I guess the psychedelic part, but not Sgt. Pepper, like a Yellow Submarine. Like I really don't know those songs.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, like the psychedelic, like really crazy ones, I don't know those.
Is that because you just found one album and you were like, I like this? Or
no,
like,
I listened to pretty much all of it, but yeah.
But you really only resonated with
like all of the Sgt. Pepper kind of like psychedelic, like scary stuff. That was never my favorite. Yeah,
man, they have a track. I forgot what it's called. It's like part 2 something. But it's like 8 minutes long, and it's just sounds. Have you heard this track?
Oh yeah, I've heard that kind of stuff that they did.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah,
it's like a bunch of backward samples.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of weird, like, I don't even know how to explain. It's 100% an acid trip put into music form or put into audio form.
That's pretty interesting.
It's not really a song.
Yeah,
it is fucking terrifying. If that started playing, if you were living in a mansion and the power went out, and you were the only one in the house, and that started blaring downstairs, you would fucking just shoot yourself.
It's scary being in a big house by yourself, huh?
Hell yeah. 100%.
It's funny that, I find you and my friend Trent to be very similar people. And both y'all are kind of like spooked out about being alone in places like that.
It's just, you never know. Like,
y'all are tall ass big dudes. Like, if anybody's going to fight, it's like y'all, but both y'all are like scared. You hear shit and then you think, huh?
All it takes is one bullet shot or one throwing knife or one bow and arrow. Here's my thing. Like, a big house is scary because there's so many ways
that's true
to someone to break in.
So
many ways. There's at least 10.
You know what movie I just saw? Is that movie Mother. Have you seen that?
No, I heard good or bad things, like both.
Man,
just very polarizing.
It's a movie, but it's pretty much talking about where that feeling is very present in that movie. Yeah.
See, I want a house. I miss having a house.
Me too, dude.
I really miss
I was thinking
freedom.
I was thinking of it today because I drove back from San Francisco to the Bay today and then came straight here. I was on the ride. I was thinking of when we lived in that house and we took your album cover.
Oh yeah.
So I had on the second floor. I was out the window,
hanging out Steve's window.
Yeah, and you were on the floor on the deck of the backyard. Yeah, that's only something you could do if you had a house.
Yeah, that's Hold Me to It, I believe.
Yeah,
that cover is that was me, you, and Ava. Remember?
Yeah,
we had just watched the movie.
Was she holding a reflector?
Or a light or some shit.
Yeah,
I don't
like
remember.
That. Yeah,
we just watched that movie with fucking. Remember Max Landis wrote it. What was it called? American Ultra.
American Ultra.
And there's a shot very similar. For those who are wondering, at the end of American Ultra, there's a shot that is very similar. And we had watched that movie, and I was like, "We're fucking doing that." We drove home and literally did it. Like, right then.
That
and
must.
I was like,
yeah.
Oh, that was the cover.
2015.
We would just do it.
Yeah, I feel like I was such a boy in 2015. Yeah.
That was just like the mentality, though. Remember?
Yeah, just great shit. Yeah, I mean.
I need to imply that. I need to apply that more to my music because sometimes I overthink it. I need to just do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to I need to have the mentality of I'm just gonna make a song today and that's it. Because I really like to take my time and I enjoy that process.
Yeah.
But I should also do a balance of both. Just put something out and if it's not the best, that's fine. The next one will be better. But it's just put it out. You remember how you used to just create YouTube videos and you would just constantly.
Yeah.
Every weekend, pretty much, right?
Yeah. I mean, all the time. Yeah.
And it's I don't know, what standard did you hold them to? Did you ever make one and think that...
Oh, this isn't gonna... Yeah.
This is okay, but I'm still gonna post it.
Yeah, definitely. I would still post... Yeah, I would post everything. Yeah.
Yeah, because you were just having fun doing it. When you put this unnecessary pressure... And it's why am I putting this? We're not signed or some shit.
Yeah, true.
It's not like we have to impress a label.
Yeah.
Or even millions of people at this point.
Yeah.
It's just we're just having fun. So,
I always feel so different because I'm still relatively new to this. I'm a year in. Yesterday was the day that I dropped Crack a Dawn, my first song.
Really?
Yeah, it was a year ago yesterday. So I've officially been making music for only... publicly a year. And I was when I was at home, Jasmine told me she's been working on this song for 6 months. I was like, that's half as long as I've been doing this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So it really has been a very short period of time. Yeah.
It's weird because a year, that's a short period of time, but it feels like so much.
Oh, I've aged 4 years in this past year. I looked at a photo of myself a year ago. I was like, God, I was even looking at stuff with Trent. I look older.
You want to know something? This might be too real, but we'll talk about it briefly, and then we can go to our next topic. Someone said something really sad to me when we weren't friends. They were like, "Man, Will doesn't laugh anymore." Or smile.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, when he's around the office, or he just doesn't laugh and he doesn't smile.
Yeah.
And I thought that was very interesting. Are you aware that was the thing?
I know what they're talking. I actually thought about that on the drive too. I thought about, I don't laugh at my own jokes usually. Or in general, really. Yeah. I think that, I don't know. I think, so I wanted to be a comedian real bad for a long time. And then I didn't anymore for a minute. So over that period, I was
still right.
Yeah,
you still don't want to, right?
No, I still want to be a comedian. I am a comedian.
Do?
Yeah, I'm all of them. I'm everything. I'm the Avatar. I have to do everything. But for a period, I was I don't want to do that at all. But yeah, I mean, in the time when we weren't friends at the beginning of that, I was very sad for multiple reasons. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely.
Oh, it was just a combination of everything.
Yeah, I'm definitely the combination of everything now. I know I can only be happy if I'm doing everything. It can't just be one thing, or I will get bored.
I was literally talking to Zach right before you came, and I was like, "What do you think?" Do you think that you, specifically you,
Uh-huh.
in 10 years, will have finally decided on one thing?
No, I have to do all of them. And I think also to that note, like I think like when we were doing the podcast in 2015, like it really did invigorate me to be a stand-up comedian. And I wanted to. That was at a time in my life where I wanted laughs and whatnot. Like when I went into a room, like I wanted people to laugh.
Yeah.
And I think after that I didn't anymore. But yeah, in 10 years, no. The hope in 10 years is that I'm still doing what I'm doing now, but more organized. Yeah, I'm only going to be happy if I can do all of these things.
Yeah, back in 2015, we were all about like, it was interesting enough. It was mostly you, and then it made me want to, but we were all about like doing a show and like performing in front of people. Even though that was like my biggest fucking fear, which I'm so glad I didn't overcome it, because I'd still be scared if I had to go and give a speech right now in front of an audience. But looking back at my life, it's incredible that I've done that. It's incredible that I've been on a stage. We did how many shows? 3, 4? And each show was like an hour.
Yeah.
With no plan.
Yeah.
And we just talked, and like,
No
man,
script.
like,
Yeah.
fuck, looking back, it would have been worse if there was a script. I would have butchered it. But it's incredible that I was able to do that, because, man, I am so afraid of fucking public speaking.
Yeah.
Unless there's music playing or like I'm at a show. Man, that is scary.
Yeah,
So,
it gives me pumped too. I think I love it the most, and that's why I don't do it often. It's because I'm afraid that I won't have it someday. But yeah, I do love it. I love being in front of an audience. I love to get laughs, but I love to also get a point across, the claps. You know what I'm saying?
remember the Austin show, and that how they had like the second floor and the green room was up there?
Yeah.
I just remember being up there just like trying to hopefully remember my lyrics, because remember that was the first time I performed, and it was sprung on me. Like, remember we got to the venue and Marty was there, and I was like, hey, can I just like do a song? And he's like, yeah, like do whatever you want. So like I had 24 hours to prepare. So I was fucking terrifying. And I'm really bad at remembering my lyrics, but all I remember is I was upstairs pacing back and forth. Rick Fox was up there.
Oh yeah,
that was really cool.
And he like has a deep ass voice.
And he's fucking handsome.
Yeah, and he to be like 50 something. Yeah, like
God
he really
damn.
looks good. Yeah.
How are you that handsome?
Yeah.
Like, of course you're a professional athlete, and like he's an actor now too, right?
Yeah, and everything.
Like, of course you're like fucking 6'7".
Yeah.
He's honestly, you know what he is?
What?
He is like The Rock, but not as successful.
You know what? He is of the Rock type. I see exactly what you mean.
And when I say not as successful, that's no shade. Just The Rock is like the fucking
the Rock is the
actor.
Rock.
Yeah, he's the biggest star. And Rick Fox was very, very popular. I mean, he was a Laker and all that good stuff. And I think he's an actor now. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, he's obviously the man.
He is like The Rock. And I was just like blown away, man. Remember shaking his hand? I'm like,
he was very nice.
Do you know who you are? And you're just at this podcast
I'm pretty
show?
sure you said that to him.
Like, why are you here?
Yeah. He's just at this podcast show.
Just Jake and Amir just friends with him.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he did the show with them.
Yeah.
I think he was on stage with them.
Yeah, I think he's friends with them.
Wow, that was a great time.
Yeah, hanging out with Jake and Amir is always something interesting. Always going to meet somebody.
Yeah, Jewish.
Been short.
Want to do another question?
Yeah, we can. Okay.
All right, we're back. Are you good, Will?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You got all your water and your juice, and you ate your carrots, your baby carrots.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna read another question.
All right.
This one is from I don't. She has a very specific name, so I'm not gonna say it because maybe she doesn't want to.
Jigaboo.
So Jigaboo said.
Oh, I was just kidding. That's a bad word.
Is that a slur?
It's a bad word, yeah.
Oh,
but it's
really?
funny when people say it by accident.
Damn, I didn't know. You just set me up.
I know, I really did. There's a viral video of a dude on the news saying it, and he was like, "Ooh," and it was like a black guy on there, and he's like,
"Who's it a slur towards?"
This guy, it's a black people, but like this guy was just saying it. It's a bunch of like jigamash.
Oh, now when you say that, yeah, that sounds like a bad word.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Wow.
But you don't. It's so funny because you don't know. It's
I feel like Dave Chappelle would say that on the Dave Chappelle show.
Yeah, it's one of those like funny, classic racist words.
Yeah.
He would say some shit like that. What's the question?
What should I do if I've gone out with multiple friends and my boyfriend on different occasions? Sorry. And it always ends badly because they don't get along.
Morty.
The thing is, my friends are a bit different than me, so I get why they don't get along 100%. But I would expect him to adapt or try to fit in, but he is very opinionated and comes on too aggressive.
Oh, wow.
I know that only my feelings towards him are what counts, but I can't help but wonder if it's a sign or if it's something that's just unfortunate. So like she has a boyfriend and he just doesn't mesh with the friend group.
Yeah. That's interesting. I feel like, though, I've been talking to a few of my friends. I've been trying to gain some perspective on this theory I've been working on. It's like when you have a best friend and that best friend gets a boyfriend or girlfriend, very often your best friend is not going to like the person or be very critical to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had this conversation literally yesterday. The best friend never likes the spouse.
Yeah, and the spouse never likes the best friend because
Yeah.
you kind of want to annex them from their life.
Yeah,
for so long.
It's I think really what it comes down to is egos are hurt and the time management isn't split well. So like if the best friend isn't hanging out enough with the friend, I feel like they will start having resentment for the spouse.
Yeah.
But I've been in so many situations where the friends just, I don't mesh with them. Like that really has been a thing. Not to this point.
Yeah, this
where
is
like,
a different concept. This is like when you have someone and you just don't. Yeah, I've definitely been there.
Your boyfriend kind of sounds. I mean, you're saying he's too aggressive. Like that already is a red flag.
This is what happened to me at once at this girl that I was with, her birthday party.
Quinceañera?
No, it was a birthday party. And so we were at a table, everybody's eating this very nice Japanese food. And then like 3 or 4 of the friends left. And including the girlfriend, and I was only there. They went to go smoke cigarettes, and I was sitting at the table with these other 2 people, and I was like, man, they're so lame. They still think smoking cigarettes is cool. They were like, ha, 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 yeah. And then over the next couple minutes, I saw them both go over there and smoke cigarettes with them. And I was like, I'm not supposed to be here with y'all.
Like you were sitting alone?
Yeah. I mean, which I didn't care about, but like it was just like the friend group was just like not my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like your friend, but y'all are not my friends.
Isn't that weird when you can? Yeah. It's so blatant that you do not fit in.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that pretty much everywhere, so it's fine, and not even in a sad way. Like I just you know sometimes some people just don't match anywhere.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's a negative thing. A lot of people who are like that are like, man, I just don't fit in. Like, so who gives a fuck? There's like 18 of us, and they all live in LA.
There was a girl I was dating, and her friends, they were doing too much. You know those people who just do too much.
Yeah,
like,
yes.
Y'all every night trying to like go that hard.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't even want to go that hard once a year, let alone every night.
Yeah, It's because y'all don't love yourselves.
Yeah, and I don't know.
And there's so much of that in this city.
I don't even know how to talk to someone like that.
Yeah,
like,
I don't like it. That happened to me very recently, where I was. I really love this girl. Like, and we went to her place, and I was just talking to her friend, and then he was just. Like, dude, like, I don't even want to do an impression of him. He was just talking about,
He's
like...
zoinked?
He wasn't zoinked, and he was talking about how he hadn't been zoinked in 5 days. And I was like, man, you just don't need to zoink. And my friend was like, don't worry about zoinking. Zoinking's not that hard. Some people zoink and drink a bottle of Coke in a day. Like, and drinking Coca-Cola is bad for you. And I was just like, I don't want to... it's just, I don't know. I don't want to be around this.
It's really sad, but, like, I was... there's people who go to, like, like Alcohol's Anonymous, and they talk about how they've been sober for 20 days, hoping they can get to the 21st day, which is like amazing. It's a great thing. Hope you can succeed in that. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Well,
that's a fear of yours. Like I don't really, I don't have an addictive personality, so I don't know what that's like.
I think,
but fuck.
Well, my mom, my entire childhood, as well as being a teacher, also worked at like Alcohol's Anonymous for women's places.
Wait, really?
Yeah, multiple places. Yeah. So my mom's day job.
She's the one in the group who was like, "Okay, Cindy, go ahead. You want to share?"
No, she teaches the parenting classes.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
like those girls are there. They get assigned. Like they did some criminal thing. They did too much drugs. They would have gone to jail, but the judge says you can go to Orchid in Vallejo and for 3 months and. So my mom would teach the parenting class during the day. So my mom would become friends with those people, and they would eventually, like, they'd be ex-drug addicts.
Oh, didn't they stay at your house?
Oh, yeah, all the time. And, like, they would be my babysitters. I'd go to their houses. So I know a lot of, like, ex-drug people. And I feel like that's why, like, when I meet them in LA, I can't tell. Like, a lot of people are like, they're like, oh, that person is on drugs. But, like, the people that raised me, I was like, I was low-key.
We never knew.
I didn't know. Like, yeah. So, like, I feel like I because of that, have, like, gained strange mannerisms. And that's why I'm super sensitive to drugs. Like, I really like for them to stay far away from me as possible. Like, and whenever people, like, talk about them doing them in my house, I feel very disrespected. And I find that super rare for Los Angeles.
I have a weird, and I still can't figure out what it is in me. But like even when I was a kid, and I probably spoke about this before, but like when people do drugs that I'm not comfortable with,
yes,
like I'm comfortable with weed and shrooms. Anything other than that, I'm like, there's a couple things that are like on the line, but past that, I'm like, you're doing too much. But when I find out people that I respect or my friend, like my friends and people that I love,
and I can agree with you too.
When I find out that they do that kind of thing, it kind of makes me not like them anymore.
Yeah.
Not that I'm judging them, because I think if you do that and you're responsible, it's fine. But I'm just not interested.
And I've had so many people in my life that were very close to me that did do those things, and it hurts me because. I don't know, like I said, because of being raised by a lot of those people, like I'm very, very easily become friends with those people, and it really hurts me because what hurts is when they stop and then they do it again.
You know what hurts me when I see people, and this will bring me into a story, but when I see people on the street and they were clearly fucking high out of their mind and they're like homeless or whatever, and it's like, it sucks that the drugs got them to that point. When I was walking to get food tonight, there was this lady walking towards me and she had a basket, and she's unfortunately clearly very homeless, but she was screaming about something and I can hear her, but I couldn't make out what she was saying. And then as we got closer, we were maybe like as far as we are from each other, a couple feet, and she was pushing her cart and she was fucking real mad, and she's like, I need a fucking metal pipe. And I was like,
shit.
what the fuck? And I was like, I'm going to just keep walking. I'm going to stay on my side and everything's going to be cool. And so she's like, I need a fucking metal pipe. And then she walks past me, turns around, and starts following me, like right behind me. I need a fucking metal pipe so I can beat the fuck out of that guy.
No!
And then she says every awful word that you can say, every racist awful word that you know what I'm saying. She dropped every single one.
Really?
She's like, I need to fucking beat his ass with that metal pipe.
And she's talking about you?
I don't know. And then I'm like, okay, I'm just not gonna look back because like, what if she swings at me? If I feel any contact, I'm just gonna run.
Yeah, that guy.
So I'm just walking, and then like maybe like 15 seconds, 10 seconds have passed, and then she just turned around and went the other way, and I was like, okay, so she's not talking about me, but this lady's probably about to kill someone. This lady's yiped out of her mind, screaming that she needs a metal pipe.
That's
to beat
crazy.
People are insane. That's drugs.
Yeah, I feel like you live in a nice area.
Oh yeah, but people be getting shot.
Yeah, that's true though.
People be getting shot.
That's so funny about LA.
I know, you go outside and it's like, oh, coffee shop, hipster spot, acai bowls.
Yeah.
Then there was a crime scene right there.
Literally a crime scene. You know what I love is Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, so much.
It looks just like LA. It's so cathartic living in this city.
Do you have it?
Oh yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna need to borrow that.
I have that and Watch Dogs, and they're pretty much the same thing.
A humble brag.
I
huh?
love going. I mean,
oh, you're calling me poor?
Yeah, you can't afford these games I got from Steve.
I would love to play Watch Dogs. Is that a good one?
Oh yeah, it's fun, but it's the Bay. But I love it's so Grand Theft Auto is so much like LA. It's barely an exaggeration.
Yeah, it really, man, it's so immersive. It's so fucking cool. Remember we just played it for hours?
Oh yeah,
I played it. You watched?
Yeah, for some reason I don't mind watching people play games.
Well, even back then you didn't really you weren't down to play a game like Grand Theft Auto. I think you thought it was too violent, right? You're like, I'm down to watch, but I don't.
Oh yeah, back then I wouldn't even play that. That's true. I definitely do play that shit all the time now. I'm still pretty tame about it. Like most people get on that and they're like, I want to pull out the rocket launcher. I really just will drive to Santa Monica and look.
You just do the shit that you do in real life.
I do. I have real, of course.
You should try to find your hiking spot, the one that we go to.
Oh no, it's not on there. They don't. That just becomes the boonies. But,
oh yeah, that really does, huh?
Yeah, it just becomes the boonies. But yeah, I don't know. I really
you
like.
You drive to Santa Monica and just look.
Yeah, I remember one time in real life I did that in the game, and because a bunch of people were like in the house looking, and I was like, you know what, we should do that in real life.
And
so
then
I went to the exact spot that we were in the game in real life, and I was like, oh, life's beautiful.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was.
How'd you find the exact spot?
Because Santa Monica is exactly like Santa Monica in GTA.
I don't remember it.
That parking lot that's right next to the Santa Monica Pier is exactly like that in real life.
Oh, that's right, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is too realistic.
In those houses, yeah.
Man, you remember his house that he lives in?
Yeah, you can get a fancy ass house.
Where's that at?
That's actually, I know this. That's pretty much this. You know, Elmo.
Oh,
That's pretty much where he lives.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's in the hills. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get me a hill.
House in the hills, house on the beach.
Did we answer that question?
Uh-huh.
I don't even remember what the fuck. Oh, how do you get over something?
No, that was the one before. I remember
Damn.
you got emotional reading that. That was funny to look at.
What should I do if I? Oh yeah, you just gotta. You gotta make a choice, huh? Who is it? Is it the friends or the man?
Oh yeah, that
I
is
think
always
it's the friends.
difficult. Yeah.
He seems aggressive. I don't really like aggression. I think you can solve things in other ways, even though I've slipped up a few times in my life.
Yeah, in my situation after that, I never saw those friends again. After that, we went to an escape room. I never saw those friends again since then.
Oh, you're talking about the people that smoke cigarettes?
Uh-huh. You know what's weird? I don't even know how to explain this. You know when you have one of your girlfriend's friends, like, you know he fucked her? Like, this is dude I remember. Like, the way he was talking to my girlfriend. Like, oh, so good to see you. Like, why you hugging her like that, motherfucker?
I remember this.
You remember you talking about that? Yeah.
Is he the roommate?
No. This is just some dude at the party.
Oh,
no, he was just like, I just know, like,
Damn, and do you think that some part of him, when he looked at you and realized who you were dating, he was trying to tell you with his mind that, oh, I've kissed this girl.
Yeah, but it's cool, it's whatever. Yeah, and he was like, you know, obviously like mad respect. He's like, oh, dude, your video's real cool.
Men are
gross. I know you fucked my girlfriend.
Men are gross.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. They really are.
Like the way our brains work. Mm-hmm. Like we fight it and we try to suppress it, but like we're just animals at some point. Like there's an animal in us.
Yeah, some people have that animal can be unlocked very easily.
Very easily. One beer.
Yeah.
One beer.
or trigger words. People who really want the animal unlocked can have it unlocked easily.
Yeah. We've had a couple of those friends.
Yeah.
Last question. This one's from Jacob. He says, if you each got to form a rap trio, think like the Migos, with two other rappers, would you do it and why?
It'd be like the Migos, so we all say our name first and then go on the track.
Yeah.
I don't know. In my rap group, I think Big Sean would be cool to have on mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
why Big Sean?
I don't know. I just feel like we could do the same type of rap. I don't know. I feel like he looks like he could be the same type of African as me. So, like...
What do you think that you would offer Big Sean if he was like, hey, Will, and you're in the studio?
Oh, my flow!
You'd be like, oh, you got my flow?
I can keep it real with a motherfucker.
Big Sean's flow is pretty crazy, though.
Yeah, honestly, he has, like, the most, I don't know how to explain that.
So here's the
bars.
Thing. So here's the
thing. Like, literal.
A lot of people shit on Big Sean, and he's very much an underdog, even though he's in the mainstream.
I can agree with that.
But what people don't understand, and remember, we used to always say Big Sean's boring. Remember when we hung out with Ava and that other girl that we don't have to say her name?
I don't remember.
Remember they were like, Big Sean's dope. And we were like, Big Sean's boring as fuck.
I don't remember saying that.
It was, this is prior to the song that he did with Drake and Kanye.
Blessings.
Blessings. Prior to that, we were just like, Big Sean always does the same flow. Remember that?
Similar flow.
Yeah, like literally the same flow.
You're right.
Every Big Sean
before that album, it was like he had a similar flow. And
but what I realized is that that his flow is impossible to replicate. It's
for his voice
difficult.
only?
No, it's just like the way that he comes in on beats and like, you know, the way that he's dancing around the beats. He's not just doing the 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not just doing a simple 4 count fucking flow. His flow's all over the place and it's like really hard to count and it's really hard to replicate. And I don't even know how he recorded that because like even on fucking Blessings, like I think it's his second verse. He even says in his lyrics that he goes off of the beat. It's so fucking hard to do that. I don't know if you've...
then come back on it?
Like, yeah, I don't know if you think about things like that when you're writing your flows.
Yeah, I know. You've always mentioned that, but no, I'm not really on that.
So impressive. So fucking impressive. Yeah. And a lot of people, like, since Ava's a dancer, she counts things like that. Like, every piece of music, every time she's watching someone dance, she's just counting the beats. Just because that's how she thinks. That's how she's been trained. So even listening to someone's flow, like, sometimes I'll write stuff and I'll be like, damn, this shit's dope. Yeah. And I'll play it for her and she's like, you're coming in on the same... Yeah, on the 1 count every time. Like, it's boring, change it up. And to me, I'm like, oh, shit, I thought I changed it a lot. But it makes me think about it in a different way. Ava Lane is back. Oh, done kissing on everyone, huh? But if I had to form a rap trio, I wouldn't.
I know. I don't believe in that either, but
Nah.
it would be fun. Dude, I want to be amigo so bad, though. Like, honestly, I told all my friends about this. Like, I would love to be amigo for 3 months, and I would never be the same.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine that. If for 3 months, all of a sudden, I was amigo, and all the songs that they happened to do, I was...
You couldn't just have the name Will, though.
Yeah, it'd have to be like...
Not even Arsenio.
Pillowcase.
What are their... Pillowcase! That would work.
Pillowcase.
That would work. They'd be like, why is it pillowcase? You'd be like, you put the guns and the money in the pillowcase. And they'd be like, fuck yeah, that's it.
I don't think I would come back the same, though. Like, if you just
come back with dreads, and I'd be like, Will, it's been 3 months. How'd you get dreads?
These are my second pair of dreads. like, the shit that they do is probably insane. Like, I honestly don't think I can handle that life. Like,
no.
Yeah.
It's, what is
I
it?
could not jump from where I am now to that and
It's too
comfortably.
extreme.
It's too far. Yeah.
You gotta ease into that.
You have to ease into that for sure.
Damn,
Yeah.
I'm ready to ease into it though. But my answer is no one. I like making music. I'll make music with people, but I'm not trying to be in a group.
Yeah.
Because it stifles you unless you're Justin Timberlake. That wasn't rap,
Yeah.
but he broke free. He really did. You have anything else, Will?
No, I think life is beautiful though.
Is your project coming out next month? Is there, you want to promote that? Or
I
not
really
yet?
don't know.
One day we'll release a project.
Yeah.
Until then, keep listening to the podcast. I appreciate you. Will appreciates you.
Yeah.
And follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
And,
At Mr. William Haynes.
At Darren Von Gerner. Have
At
a good
William
day.
Haynes on Instagram.
Yeah, do that because he's been posting photos. I think that's all.
I think love is real.
Okay.